morning, everybody. I'm Karen B, and coming to you from Watch Us Women.
Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, Vanessa, and Sharon's here too, off in the wings.
Yeah.
I'm the new Sharon.
Nice to have you in front of the camera.
I'm coming to you from Watch Us Women in the heart of Glen Abbey and beautiful Oakville, Ontario. And it's supposed to be a sunny day today, fingers crossed. It's playing hide and seek right now. And I'm here to talk about my other life when I'm not in the store. I have 5 grandchildren under the age of 6, and I get tapped a lot to babysit and look after them and everything. So I kind of refer to myself as Granny on the go. And so that's my theme for today, is things that I actually, many of them I own, and things that I wear to keep up with my very active 1 through 6-year-olds that are here, there, and everywhere.
They're lucky to have you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you say that. I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I feel very blessed.
We love hearing the stories.
And hearing their voices when they FaceTime me at work.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I'm sure there's a lot of other women that are watching that can relate.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not 5, but
or maybe more. Some
or maybe
Some may even have great grandchildren. Some may have started when they were 12.
Yeah.
Having kids. I waited till I was 14. Anyways, so my first, when my older grandkids come, they like to do things in the city. They like to go to the ROM, they like to go to Ripley's, and that way on. And so I like to make it a bit of an occasion. We get a little bit dressed, comfortable, but still I'm going to the city. I have a thing about when I go to the city, I have to look a certain way. And I also want to be comfortable, and so, wearing a pair of really nice jeans. These are Charlie B. They're the boot cut in sort of a medium blue. And then I've got this fabulous, my linen jacket from Part 2 that I absolutely love. And I'm wearing the linen t-shirt, which is a short sleeve t-shirt. And I like having a linen t-shirt because it breathes. Because when you're wrangling kids, as many of you know, you get sweaty. And so it's kind of nice to have layers on. And of course, the Prenalove bag, because you need to have both hands free when you're getting on and off GO trains, the subway, to be able to hold on to little people's hands. So this would be me going into the city with Finn, or with Sophie, my 2 older grandkids, and probably Miller now. He's 3.5. He's trustworthy to an extent. And a little bit of bling, because if I go anywhere with Sophie, I have to wear a little bit of bling, because that's her thing. So I have my Tony Pond shoes on because they're really comfortable, and so my Merck's bracelets and a Merck's necklace just to finish off that look. If it's a really warm day, I might wear the same blazer, but just put just a shell underneath. And I really like this one because it's reversible. And so when you're with kids, you never know what can happen. So it's kind of nice to have that option that if something does happen, you can turn it around. Literally.
I love that you said that. A spill here, a dribble there.
And just flip it, and you look like you never had a mishap, right? So the other thing that all of them like to do is they like to go to parks, and we have some really nice parks in the area where we live. So they refer to them by features, like Lizard Park, Blue Park.
The Elephant Park?
They haven't been to Elephant, but they're Bumblebee Park. So anyway, some of you might even know where those are if you think about things that are in the parks. And we'll often go for a couple of hours, so we're packing snacks and everything with us and stroller. And so what I like to put on is layers, because sometimes we're heading out in the morning, they get up early, and sometimes by 9 o'clock we're heading to a park. And so wearing something like this, where I have the linen pants, which are pull on, nice and comfortable. I can go up and down slides easily. I do go down the slide. And then a nice Part 2, this is a 100%, it's not 100%, 90% cotton and 10% cashmere sweater. So it's soft and it's lightweight and a little bit cozy, but it's, I love these. This will be my 3rd one now, because I found that I just popped them over a t-shirt as I did here. I used a little print t-shirt, which was really quite pretty. And it picks up on the color of the sweater really, really nicely. And it's just a little short sleeved. It's 50% linen. So again, it has that breathability, and just nice layers that I can pop on. And then if it gets a bit cooler, we're sitting in the shade, I can put the sweater back on. Or if it's windy. I used it a lot last year. I was in Sweden visiting and babysitting. And I actually wore that sweater a lot. Where they live is very windy, and I often had I have a bright blue one in the same style. So now, the boys especially, and Sophie, but the boys especially like to play football or soccer. Often I'm in the backyard kicking a ball around with them. And I love the tribal athletic wear for that, because by the time I've slicked them up with sunscreen and hats and everything, I've often forgot to put my own sunscreen on. And so this all has the UPF 50 in it. These are the shorts, and they've got 4-way stretch. They're super comfortable. You can move really easily, and they weigh nothing. They are so lightweight for a hot day. And then, of course, this top over top. And then I have the jacket as well that I can put on that will cover my arms. It's got the breathable panels underneath, that sort of mesh, which I know Sharon has shown you in the past. And it's just a really nice piece while we're walking to wherever we're going to play soccer, or if we're just in the backyard, I can throw this on. And at least I'm a little more protected, because I often forget about me, because I'm so worried about making sure they're protected.
And that's quick dry too, just in case you get splashed or something.
Well, this is true, because often there's a wading pool involved in our backyard, or a sprinkler going round and round and round, and sometimes I have to go and rescue the sprinkler, so I often get soaked. I have a really little granddaughter who's a year, so a lot of times when I babysit her, we go for nice long walks, especially when she's napping. It's a nice way for me to get some exercise and get her out in the fresh air. And so in the summertime, or even once the weather gets a bit nicer, these little dresses are great to pop on. You know, it's cotton, it's 100% cotton, it's lightweight, it washes really easily. Washability is important. And yet you still feel kind of put together, because I mean, I live in this area and I see people all the time, so I try to keep a certain image up, shall I say.
What a gorgeous color.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Every time I see this, though, I think of our colleague Linda, because she wears a lot of the citrine, and so this is an homage to Linda. But in the summer I tan. I actually can't avoid it, and this is the perfect good color for me as well. So one of the other things that Sophie likes to do when she stays with me, and usually when Sophie or Finn or Kai come, they're coming for a time because they live away. And so Sophie will be with me during March break or in the summer for a week. And so we do kind of special things like go for tea and that. And so what I like to do is get kind of dressed up. Sophie likes to dress up, and she likes bling. And so, whoops, I'm tangled here. So I thought this would be a really perfect outfit to go for tea with Sophie. So it's the Joseph Ribkoff, the Karen cropped pant. So it's the woven, and it's a little bit brighter white, I think, than the vanilla pant. I don't know whether it's still called vanilla. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Is it vanilla? But to me it looks brighter, and it could just be because of the fabric. And then I put it with the Tommy Bahama little sweater that's got a little bit of lurex in it, or a silver thread running through it, which makes it, gives it a little bit of sparkle, but it doesn't make it too much for going for lunch and that. But it's sparkly enough that I can get away with it with Sophie. And I would put it with silver Merck's bangles and just a nice earring to go with it, so that she feels we're all dressed up. And then we can go with our sparkly shoes as well. So definitely during March break. Easter is early this year, and so I have some dates planned with Miller and Lila to come and do some cookie making for Easter and decorating, and they like doing that. Usually much more sprinkles than anything else on them, but that's fine. And so when you're doing that, you want something really easy you can wear, you can pop on, and of course you may have to go to the store to get some more sprinkles. So having a bag that you know, nice crossbody, can hold on to 2 sets of hands so that they're not helping themselves at the bulk barn, is always a good thing. Hey, it happens. And then I paired it with the narrow leg Charlie B. I know some of you ladies have been looking for some narrower legs, and this is one that does have a narrow leg. It has a zipper at the bottom, near the bottom, and it's a functioning zipper. And we have these in a couple of colors as well, not just in the blue denim. We have them in white. We have them in a buff, like a beige.
Yeah, there's
color.
several options in that pant.
Yeah. So depending on what color you want or what you're looking for, if you're looking for a narrower leg, this one is a narrower one. It has a 25-inch inseam on this one, so it's also a little shorter to the ankle. And I just paired it with the Charlie B little striped top, because I thought that would be really, it's nice, it's easy, again, washable, easy to take care of, and I can can pop out to the store with the kids and then we can come back, put our aprons back on, and get busy baking and decorating cookies. So, big event in our house.
We sometimes benefit from those baking days.
Yes. I try to make it extra, but then there's always that juxtaposition of which ones do the kids lick, and which ones can I take into work.
Just don't tell it. Just don't tell it. It's
And
fine.
you don't want to get those two trays. So a little tip, I usually assign certain colors to the kids. So I know the cookies with those colors on them of icing are the ones that have the potential to have been tasted. And I know that the ones of other colors are the ones that I decorated and I don't taste. I'll honestly say that I do not.
Lorraine, that's a very true comment. Lorraine's saying that it's not just the kids that dip in at the bulk barn. This one day, I was with my grandma at the bulk barn and she was getting peanuts and she goes, the freshest is at the bottom.
I love it.
Elbow deep.
Well, I still remember going I remember going shopping with my dad, and this is as an adult, taking him shopping, and he would sample the grapes, see whether or not he'd like them. And I was horrified because part of me was thinking, you don't know where those grapes have been.
True.
He's handled them before, but he would go around and he'd have a handful of grapes. So, anyways, so after Easter preparations, of course, comes Easter Sunday, and we always gather as a family. And so I have an outfit that I put together to take the kids with us when we go to church. And that's always an interesting experience, making sure you have enough things to keep them quiet that are quiet to play with while we're at church. And also to be able, because occasionally you do see escapees running down the aisle at church. And so
when you're running after them, you gotta look good?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, not only that, but if you're wearing a dress, it's a little harder sometimes to do the run and scoop. If you're wearing a pair of trousers, you can, usually go and kind of scoop as you go, and you're not worried about anything else being shown. So these are, this is from Joseph Ribkoff, and it's absolutely beautiful French blue with the accordion pleats. It's just, I guess, sort of a dolman sleeve. Be elbow length, so covers our upper arms, which some of us want to. And
we do, if people go online to shop for this one, we currently have 2 sizes in stock, but we are expecting more. So you can, if this is a favorite of yours today and you want us to put a size on hold for you, call the store and we can do that over the phone for you because they are coming.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a pretty top, and it's that satin, which I guess is carried forward from the fall. We were seeing a lot of satin then in the cowls and that, and so we have the satin again. And I've just put it with a lot of you are familiar with the back split Joseph Ribkoff pant. We carry it all the time. We have it in black, we have it in white, we have it in navy. It's sort of a go-to for us, so that's what I paired it with. And just a nice Ziska necklace just to pick up the white of the pant. I know it's not May when it's Easter, but I think, I always find that Easter's that turning point for me where my wardrobe seems to need to do a flip to more spring-like colors. Yeah. And I don't mind putting white occasionally on the bottom. We can do that now. We can break rules.
And, they say white is all year round. You don't have to wait for May 24th. And also, our weather is so different now. So you're seeing white all the time. And this is actually a vanilla too, this pant. It's not that stark white.
No, it's not a bluey white. It's warm. It's very warm. And I'm, who knows? We could be seeing 20-odd degree days by Easter if this is the way our spring is, or our winter is going, let alone spring. Yeah. So that's Easter. And then, so as I mentioned, many times the kids come from multiple days. In fact, we have little Lila and Miller coming on Saturday, staying till Tuesday morning this weekend. One of my daughters is a nurse, so, rotating shifts, and her husband's on call, so Nana and Opa to the rescue. And probably Tuesday night, my husband will say to me, why don't we go grab a bite to eat? You've put in enough. And so you want something by then. I'm tired. If I've had them for a few days, it's a lot. And so you want something you can just slip on. And this little dress from Joseph Ribkoff is so easy. You can just pop it on. Just, a sandal or a pump, probably flat sandal by the time I'm finished with all the running around. And just a Ziska necklace, or I could put a silver chain. I could put something in the neckline if I wanted to. I could throw my jacket over top while we're going out. But I just something really, really nice and easy, and it's nice and bright and colorful, that we can go out and sit down, relax, have a glass of wine, and have some adult conversation. So
And that
something.
dress is available in the ultra pink as well.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and it's lovely in the ultra pink. Really, really pretty in that. So,
Nice.
so that's sort of trying to keep up with me when I'm chasing around after my adored grandchildren, and I'm.
No, thanks so much for showing us what a week granny. What did we call it?
A week in the life of Granny on the go.
Granny on the go.
It can get crazier. Just so.
Well, hopefully you'll show us other weeks in a peek in the life of Karen B.
Thank you, Vanessa. We'll see everybody on Friday.
Thanks so
We'll be
much.
doing- Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Karen.
Thank you.